What's up guys, I'm randomfrankp, here with a review of my favorite pair of wireless headphones, the V-MODA Crossfade Wireless. Now I'm sure you've heard of V-MODA before. They are a very popular headphone company known for their great sounding audio, all while staying true to their very unique and stylish looking headphone design. They're also known for other products in their product line like the M100s, the LPs, and the LP2s, all of which are top sellers on Amazon and have really made V-MODA a reputable company in the headphone game. So as a pair of wireless headphones, how do these sound? Is there any sound loss or sound clarity difference compared to a wired pair? What's the build design like, the pros and cons? I'm going to give you guys all that in my review, a typical rundown of my thoughts and experience on these Crossfade headphones, and whether you should pick them up if you're interested or not. So let's start it off. Right from the beginning into the unboxing experience, I knew it was going to be something special. The box was designed very nicely as well and was made of some high quality material, and as soon as you cut the ribbon and pop the lock to open it up, you will notice their V-MODA exoskeleton hard case shell. This hard case shell is made of a rubberized material. It's going to do a great job protecting your pair of headphones when you're transporting them or on the go. It's going to prevent them from getting scratched up or banged up if they're in your bag with other things. And if you drop them, no damage will be done. Definitely a high quality case. Opening it up will immediately reveal the very nicely designed Crossfade wireless headphones. My pair is in black, but other colors are available as well, even down to the shields on the side. So you can see I have them in this nice chrome color that were protected right out of the box immediately, but all that stuff can be changed and customized before you buy them to fit your personal preference. My first immediate reaction was, damn, these are really stylish, they look really nice, and they feel pretty solid overall as well. Also inside the carrying case you get a flat tangle-free micro USB cord for charging your wireless headphones, obviously. A little piece of Velcro that's going to house your cables from when they're inside and you're on the go. It also has a little carabiner on there so you can throw them on your backpack or something like that, as well as the inline audio cord. The aux cord is braided, so that's great. It's reinforced, so it's not going to tear or snag with a lot of bends, and is versatile with all your iPads and iPhones and Windows and Android and BlackBerry devices. It even has those inline controls so you can do things like, take calls, talk to people, skip songs and stuff like that. Now getting into a rundown of the design of these headphones, like I said, they are very unique looking, and that was apparent right from the beginning. The hexagon ear cups are housing the 50mm drivers on the inside, which is going to give it that really signature V-MODA sound. The memory foam pleather ear pads were very soft, did a great job of not retaining any heat when I was wearing them for a while, and altogether were just extremely soft when they're on your head for an extended period of time. On the right ear cup, you have a few things, mainly your inline or in-ear cup controls. On the left side is your volume down, the right side is your volume up button, and that center button is to do things like switch modes, also, take calls, end calls, fast forward songs, rewind tracks. On the bottom, you have your on and off switch, which also couples as a pairing device. So you could, pair to different devices, up to 2 devices at once, actually. On the bottom, then you have your 3.5mm headphone jack if you choose to use these wired. Say the battery dies inside and you can just plug them in and be good to go. And on the bottom of the other ear cup is your micro USB port for charging it. The ear cups do rotate around 45 degrees, I would say. The headband is made of metal there on the yoke. And then on the top of the headband, there's not a lot of padding, which you think would be a bad thing, but it's really not because the weight distribution on these is great. And when they're on your head, they feel a lot lighter. So padding is not an issue at all. You also get a very satisfying click when you go to adjust the headband and the ear cups, so you know how far or how little you want to adjust them on each side so they can fit your head. And altogether, I think they fit a pretty wide variety of heads. I like to keep them in the middle to fit mine the best. And for durability, this headband is probably the best I have ever seen in terms of it not breaking or snagging. The way they designed this is so you can pretty much do whatever you want to it and it will not break. You can twist it, bend it, flex it however you want, and these will still stay true to their design and not break at all in the headband. So big props on that. So overall, for its design, its build quality, definitely best of the best out there. It's made really great. I think personally these are some of the best looking headphones out there as well. I love this sleek but kind of aggressive looking design to them. And when they're on your head, they are they're very discreet. They're not obnoxious. They fit the shape of your head very well, which is really nice. I'm a big fan of that. And also, I mentioned it earlier, but the shields on the side of the ear cup, these plates can be swapped out. You can buy custom ones, make your own. Get them in a ton of different colors to fit your sort of color preference. Like I said, I do have the chrome ones, but they also included these 3D printed red ones, which actually they kind of feel like wood. But altogether, for a nice red and black looking pair of headphones, I think they look pretty damn nice, and I'd say MKBHD approved with this color here. Now, into perhaps the most important part about these headphones is the sound quality. These use a very low power Bluetooth connectivity to connect to your devices. I mentioned it earlier, but it can connect to 2 devices at once. I've used these mainly with my PC for gaming and with my phone and laptop for listening to music. And honestly, if I had to give my complete honest opinion of how these sound, these do not sound any different than the wired M100s do. And that is incredible. Usually, no matter what the brand, no matter what pair of headphones you're listening to, there is an audible difference between wired and wireless. And with these, there really is none. I was blown away by how good these sound all around in every aspect. And no matter what I was doing, music was amazing, gaming felt really great. And I think that's all due to, like I said, their very unique signature sound that these V-MODA headphones all have. Now, my initial notes on this sound was there was much more presence in the upper mid-range or the lower trebles versus the M100 headphones. So you could take that as you please or what your sort of sound preference would be. But I prefer these over the M100s any day. These sound more alive because the treble, I would say it sparkles a bit. There's a different sound to these and other headphones out there, even in their own product line, like the M100s. I think that's a good word for it. Sparkle. The treble really sparkles with these. The bass is very deep and signature sounding. Anyone who's tried M100s or V-MODA headphones in the past know that deep signature bass that these headphones have, and these do not lack in any way, even though they're wireless. And there's actually a song that I like to test all of my headphones with. It's a song called Eyes Open from 5-1. And that's kind of my determining factor of how good the all-around range of sound quality is for my headphone, because it has a great sounding bass in the song. It really just nails all the aspects. And when I wore them with these, it was like I was listening to a completely new song. That track really came to life, and these opened my eyes to the Eyes Open track. That was pretty corny, but it's really true. I am just blown away by how good these sound. And yes, I use these with gaming, as I said, and games I like to test my headphones on are things like Battlefield or Battlefront, as well as GTA, because you get the overall, the ambience of the living world, the music in the game, the sound effects from shooting and explosions, and these sound really, really good. Not as good as open back pair of headphones, I'd say, but obviously, since these are closed back, one of the best sounding for a closed back pair of wireless headphones. This is great because on my PC, I can lounge back, not have to worry about being tethered to my PC, or even for console gaming, hook them up to my TV wirelessly through a Bluetooth dongle, lay back in my bed, play some FIFA, play some, Call of Duty or Battlefront, and have it be a great sounding experience. I also wanted to point out a few other things of the Bluetooth connectivity. I don't have a given number on how far of a range these have, but I went to the other side of my house and downstairs before it started to cut out. And that's between numerous walls, bedrooms, living rooms, and down a whole other flight of stairs before the Bluetooth connectivity started to cut out on these. So that was really great. You can bring these around the house and have your phone somewhere else and not have to worry about not hearing your music. And the battery life on these, incredible. It says 12 hours. I didn't, count it full time each time I use these because I would wear them for like, an hour or 2-3 hours each time. But I would say it sounds about right. 12 hours, maybe like 10 to 12 on average, which is what you're probably going to get. And charging these take around 2 hours tops to charge. So you're getting great battery life out of these. So altogether, the V-MODA Crossfade Wireless are absolutely great. They sound amazing, they look amazing, and the fact that you can use these wirelessly over Bluetooth without losing any sound quality is remarkable. If I had to give it a con, or something like a downfall other than the pros being pretty much everything. The ear cushions are kind of thin. I would have liked to see them a little bit thicker, but they do sell extra large ear cushions out there that you can buy. I probably will because I like extra padding on my ears, you know. I like having that cloud of cushion on there. But it's really not that big of a deal. These would probably be more than fine for anyone else since these are over ear to fit over your ear as it is. It's a minor complaint on my end, but that's really not even a big deal at all. Like I said, my personal preference. So yes, I would definitely recommend these. If you are in the market for a new pair of headphones, or if you're in the market for a new pair of wireless headphones even, or just interested in checking these out to see if they can be your next pair, I would say yes. Take the plunge and do it. The price point at $300 is kind of high, but with that, you know your $300 are well spent. You are getting every penny of that $300 in the build design. It's not going to break down. The sound quality, you will feel satisfied with that purchase. I know it's kind of steep, but trust me, it'll definitely pay off in the end, and you will be more than satisfied with your experience on these. Well, that's pretty much going to wrap it up, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up to show your support. If you have any questions, you can comment down below or follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp. Feel free to hit me up on there. I'm always on Twitter. And lastly, guys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you like tech reviews, headphone reviews, gaming stuff, anything like that in general, you're not going to want to miss out on any upcoming videos. Well, I'm Random Frank P. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.